Hey guys, welcome. Hope you're all doing good. So this is a tutorial in which I'm going to teach you about creating a grid layout using PyQT5. In the last tutorials, we have seen creating a window and creating the text boxes like by buttons and then performing certain actions. So in this tutorial, we are going to create a grid layout in which we'll be having different buttons. So let's go ahead and start writing the code. This is a code which we have used for creating the window. So I'm going to use the same code. Along with that, for getting a grid layout, I'm going to write down the simple lines of code. Now, the first step, what I have did, I have imported certain Q push button, QH box layout, Q group box, Q dialog, and QV box layout and Q grid layout for to be used in the program for creating a grid layout. So let's get started by writing the code. As after importing by importing all the Q push button, Q group box, Q dialog, we are going to start writing the code. The first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the grid layout by using self dot create. Here we go. It's taking in and self dot create grid layout. Here we go. We have used the create grid layout. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create a variable called window layout in which we are going to use our QV box layout which we have imported, which is coming from here. So we have imported the QV box layout. Now I'm going to use the window layout which I have created just right now. By using dot operator, I'm going to use add widget, which is going to I'm going to apply self dot horizontal and I'm going to use group box. Here we go. So we have used the window layout dot add widget and use self dot horizontal group box. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a method after self dot show, which is I'm going to use definition, which is df create grid layout. Here we go. And inside the parentheses I'm going to pass on the self keyword. Now let's go ahead and use self dot horizontal group box which we have imported, and inside this let's call on q group box followed by let's provide a letter called, here we go, inside the apostrophe we are going to define it as grid. Now let's create one more variable called layout and inside that use q grid layout. Here we go. So by using the layout which we have created dot, we are going to use set column stretch, and inside that let's provide a number called 1, 4. So here we go. We have used the layout of like self set column stretch. Now let's use layout dot set column and stretch again, and here we are going to provide different number which is 2, 4. Here we go. We have defined that. Now let's again use the layout which we have created and use the dot operator and provide add widget. Here we go, add widget, and use the Q push button. Oops, here we go, it's taking in as we have imported. So, and provide the number inside the apostrophe, which is 1, and provide the row, which is 0, 0. Similarly, let's create 9 buttons by using layout dot Q push add widget, which is again, and inside that let's create Q push button and make this one as 2 followed by 0, 1. Similarly, we are going to do it for 9 more, like 7 more buttons by providing the same, which is layout dot add widget, and inside that we are going to call on Q push button. Oops, here we go. Q push buttons and provide the third one by providing 0, 2. Now in the first row, what we are going to do, let's create one more layout dot add widget and use the Q push button and provide 4 and followed by 1, 0, which is the first one. Similarly, let's do it for other, which is recording and layout dot add widget, and inside that let's provide Q push button followed by providing the 5 and 1, 1. Similarly, let's create again, which is layout dot add widget, and inside that we are going to use Q push button and provide the value of 6 followed by 1, 2. So let's go ahead and create the second row, which is by providing layout dot add widget and providing the Q push button and providing the number as 7 followed by 2, 0. Here we go. So now let's do it again, which is layout dot add widget and provide the Q push button, and inside that we're going to provide 8 and 2, 1. Now let's do it for 2, 2, which is by layout dot add widget, and inside that we are going to put Q push button and provide the number as 9 and 2, 2. Here we go. Lastly, what we are going to do is, like, we are going to use the self keyword dot horizontal group box dot set layout, and inside that we are going to use the layout which we have created. Here we go, it's coming from here. So that's it. So we have created the layout dot add widget, which is the button, and defined on everything. So here we go, we have written down the code. The expected output is the grid layout in which 9 different buttons will be coming in. So let's go ahead and now run the program. Now we are going to run the program. Let's run the program. Here we go. So as you can see, a grid layout has been created in which we have the different numbers inside the buttons which we have created, which is coming inside the grid layout box. So here we go, 9 different buttons along with numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna explain what is coming from where. So these are the 9 buttons which we have created inside the grid layout, which we have created the grid layout by using the layout variable. Inside that we have placed grid layout, and we also provided the two, which is 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 4 as column stretch, followed by we created the buttons. So this is the code for creating the grid layout. So PyQT5 layout is coming as a label, which is PyQT5 layout. So this is how we are going to create the program. Hope the session was clear. In the coming tutorials, we are going to create more fun stuffs using the PyQT5. I would suggest you to go through all the other PyQT5 tutorials as well in the coming tutorials, as more fun stuffs are coming in. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining. See you in next tutorials. Bye, guys.